Hello everyone, this is Jose Camacho speaking from the Computational Data Science Laboratory at the University of Granada in Spain. This video is to present a demo of one of our tools, which is called the Multivariate Big Data Analysis, or MBDA for short, which is a tool for anomaly detection and exploratory data analysis in data coming from communication networks. The MBDA tool is part of the ANIMaLICoS project, which is a Spanish project which title is Advanced Networkmetrics, Interpretable Machine Learning for Intelligent Communication Systems. This project was funded by the government of Spain, the Ministry of Science and Innovation, and in particular the Agencia Estatal de Investigación. Right. So the MBDA was installed as a data analysis as a service. So you can, into our webpage, you can find information in this link. And a data analysis as a service is essentially that the tool is deployed as a web service. So you can actually get into this service and interact with the data we have there using our tool. And this is essentially what I'm going to show today. The service is based on a Docker container, and on top of that, we install a Jupyter Hub. And the Jupyter Hub includes two of our tools. One is the feature as a counter parser, or FC parser, and the other one is the multivariate exploratory data analysis toolbox, or MIDA toolbox. Both of them are free software that you can find at GitHub in the account of the Computational Data Science Laboratory. Now, the FC parser is a Python tool with which we can transform a big data string coming from a computer network into a set of features, which are essentially counters of things that can happen in time. So we transform our original information, which can be structured or unstructured logs, and in principle coming from different sources, into a set of intervals which are represented by a vector of features, which are essentially counters, as I was saying before. So let me show you a little bit how this looks like. So imagine that your original information is like this, or it could be traffic in the form of logs like this, or any other form of information, as I was saying. So at the end of the day, we are going to transform that into a set of counters like this one. So a vector of values for a number of features. In particular, we typically use a large number of features to characterize very accurately the information in the original string. So the MBDA, sorry, let me go to the tutorial. You can find a tutorial in the webpage in which you can find more information than what I'm going to provide in this video. And I suggest that you use the tutorial to try yourself using the web service. So this is how the MBDA looks like. So the original information can be massive, coming from different sources. So we transform this information in the upstream stage into a set of counters, as I was showing before. And with this, we will be able to analyze this data, because we need to transfer the data in order to use machine learning tools in general. We are going to analyze the data into the analysis stage, in which we are trying to find patterns and anomalies. And once we have found an interesting pattern, such as an anomaly, then we can find more information about that anomaly in the downstream stage, in which we try to find the same anomaly but in the original big data stream. So let's jump into the web service, and you can find the web service at codaslab.ugr.es column 8000. And there are two ways to interact with the service. You can create a new account, and you have the instructions in the tutorial if you want to do so. But for as a starting point, I suggest that you use this username, which is a shared username, meaning that several people can be logged in with the same user. And sometimes the behavior can be funny because of that. but at least it gives you a very nice picture of what you can do with this service. The password is going to be MBDA as well, and you can sign in. Sometimes you will perceive that the service takes a little bit in starting, and this is because the infrastructure that we have used to deploy the service is very much limited because of our funding was also limited. But hopefully in the future we will gain more funding to scale a little bit this service. Oops, sorry, let me try again. Now it log in, okay. And it logs directly into this screen in which you have these all these files, and we will use these files here, which are the Jupyter notebooks. You have other options here, but I'm not gonna go through them. Now, this folder, because this is a shared user, as I was mentioning before, you don't have writing rights in this folder. So I suggest that you go to the root and you make a copy of the file into the Wild West. The Wild West is a folder in which you have writing rights. So now that you have copied it, you can get into the folder, and now you can open the notebook of Jupyter. So again, you have one notebook per stage of the analysis. The upstream stage transforms the original information into a set of counters, as I was saying before. So basically, we start by extracting 1 hour of traffic into CSV form. For that, we use the nfdump command in Linux. Once we have this, we create this file that you can see here, and we can run the FC parser. The FC parser is taking as input this guy, and it's going to provide as output what we call the parsing output. Now, in the parsing output, you have all these files with the counters, and each of the files correspond to one interval of time, in this case 1 minute per each of them. So you can see that we have transformed our original information, which is actually pretty large if you put it in CSV format, into a set of counters that is really compressed information. Okay. Again, I think we can. Okay, I don't think we can have information about the storage amount. Okay, here you have 1.8 gigabytes of information, while the output is very much reduced. It's not said here, but if we go inside, you can see that each of my intervals is going to be less than 1 megabyte, and we only have 60 intervals here because it's 1 hour, and we are parsing the information in intervals of 1 minute each. So the file that you can see in your screen is just for 1 minute of traffic.